Hey guys, welcome back to Ivy Crypto. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. I'm back with another monthly Vyfi update. Now it is a little bit late. I do apologize. I am 30 weeks pregnant, guys. So it is pretty hard to stay on schedule at the moment with only 10 weeks to go until my baby's due date. He could possibly come sooner. So there's a lot to organize, plus building a house and all the rest of it. But no excuse. These videos are still going to be coming out whether they're a couple of days late or not. Now, as per usual, this is my monthly Vyfinance update. Vyfinance is one of my favorite projects on Cardano. Been with these guys since day dot, literally, and we'll keep supporting them all the way through. So before we get into it, guys, this is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a girl taking you along on the crypto journey. Now, as I always say, if your favorite projects are building and scaling during the bearish times, then they are very likely to be winners. Now, Vyfi is exactly one of those projects, along with Meld, who I talk about on the channel a lot, Genius Yield, etc., etc. Now, we're going to go earliest to latest news. So as per usual on the channel, quite a bit happening with Vyfi with their Catalyst proposal, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But first and foremost, the Vyfi July update that they post. So this is, I've already posted a July update, of course, but it sort of gives you an insight into what's been happening. So mostly to recap, Twitter Spaces ramped up. Their Vyfi white sale started. Fluid tokens now accept Vyfi NFTs as collateral. Catalyst proposal continues as the assessment stage comes to a close, and some great new vaults and IFOs launched. So I will have this update in my bio if you guys want to read it, but the most important stuff is right here, which is the development. So they continue to work with Vasil hard fork and making all appropriate changes. Successfully updated the PAB to work with block frost instead of chain index. PAB updated database from SQLite to Postgres for concurrent connections. Started to finalize server deployments and build pipelines. Testing/bug fixes for their V2 vaults, smart contracts, as well as continued code optimization. They are trying to lower fees as much as possible. Everything is updated to work with the Vasil hard fork. So another solid month of development for Vyfi as per usual. That was July. Obviously, we're going to cover August now. So just a heads up, guys, the Vyfi NFT white sale is ongoing. So there's 10,000 NFTs. They have not sold out. Obviously, it is a bear market. I bought 3 or 4 of these, plus I got airdropped one for being one of the first 1,500 people to stake on the Vyfi app. So I've got quite a few, and I've already staked all of mine. So if you don't already have a Vyfi white, I personally would get one. I think that they hold their value really well in terms of, well, one, they're useful. You stake them for tokens, so that's the first thing. But I think Vyfi as a project, as it gets bigger and more successful, people are going to be interested in buying these on the resale market as well. You know, just as a sort of like a memory or a souvenir of this project. Now, moving right along, they opened a bunch of new vaults. So Cardalonia is the new IFO vault. You can stake your Vyfi to earn Lonia tokens. So Lonia is a Web3 play to earn game on Cardano. They have 33,000 followers on Twitter, so quite a well followed project. And obviously the play to earn games always seem to get quite a lot of backing. So an interesting choice and a good choice there by Vyfi. Now Kirkstone, which was an IFO that we mentioned in a previous video, the vault is now closed. At one point, they had nearly 1 million Vyfi staked in the vault, which is absolutely incredible. Kirkstone is a project that we also discussed. It's a real estate and helping the homeless. So really interesting project there as well, combining charity and real estate. And I have been known to bang on and on about how I think real estate is going to be very much affected by contracts, like NFT contracts and all that sort of stuff. So I'm keeping a very, very close eye on anything crypto and real estate related, just because I think that, you know, there's a lot to benefit there when it comes to real estate and NFTs specifically. Now they also did a proposal for ADA. I don't really know how to pronounce that. So ADA DAO voting will take place. It took place on August 10th. Okay, so to list Vyfi on its mainnet launch. So I read this. It was really, really good. Just more of an FY. Now, Vyfi hitting us with some great Cardano facts. If you guys did not know already, I mean, obviously Cardano seems to cop a lot of slack, or crap, should I say, out there in the I don't know, in the crypto community. There's a lot of haters, I guess similar to XRP in a way, but the Cardano community is very strong. But just a few things to remind yourselves. The Cardano blockchain has never gone down. Flash loan attacks, among others, can be made impossible. Very energy friendly to use, multi-layered for efficiency, partnered with Ethiopia and utilization in Georgia. So just a couple of things there to remind everybody that Cardano is super legit, and I think, everybody knows, a great project to invest in long term. That is, of course, my personal opinion, not financial advice, guys. Do as you wish and do your own research, of course. Another new vault opened on the Vyfi platform this week, Gotchi, from Adagotchi. So users can stake their Vyfi and earn the Gotchi token. Lots of new vaults opening literally on a month-to-month basis. I love to see this. Like I said, just keeping things fresh, keeping the community interested, and giving the community more options of what to do with their Vyfi. Now, get immersed in the Greek underworld in Ada Demon's new play-to-earn metaverse-based ecosystem by staking your Vyfi for Agony. So another IFO that they opened, and I can see a theme here. There's a lot of play-to-earn projects or play-to-earn games and all that sort of stuff. And again, that's something that really interests the community, at least from what I hear out in the market. So keep up the good work, my friends. Now, they also completed the airdrop, which I briefly mentioned before. If you were one of the first 1,500 people to stake on the platform ever back in October, you would have got yourself a free Vyfi white NFT. I got mine. I hope you got yours. It's just a small thank you from the team. So on behalf of myself and the first other 1,500 people that stake, thank you very much, guys. We appreciate it. Keep the freebies coming. I know everybody loves it. They also had another governance vote. I voted as well. They had to vote on what the situation was going to be with the min token swap. So given the opportunity to offer Vyfi as a bonus to the Ada Vyfi min swap farm, this would allow users to farm Vyfi along with the current min rewards by staking Ada/Vyfi liquidity pool into the farm. So people voted to do the $60,000 Vyfi swap. It was literally a landslide. I'm not going to say if that's what I voted for, but yeah, I think just keep an eye on the government system, guys. They've always got stuff coming up. They also opened Gotchi from Adagotchi via all forms of Vyfi NFTs. So not only can you stake your Vyfi tokens to get Gotchi, but now you can also stake your Vyfi NFTs. So again, just giving the people more options in terms of what they want to do with their Vyfi tokens, but also with their Vyfi NFTs. So, another interesting and good move from Vyfi. But undoubtedly, the most important thing that happened in August, or sort of July, August, was that they submitted their proposal to Catalyst. Now, I'm going to put this in the bio. I'm not going to go on about it too much, but essentially they want to get their Dex and bar funded, right? So I just want to say, like, a lot of people when they first did this were saying, oh, you guys broke, you don't have money, whatever. That is not the case at all, but this is obviously going to be a very expensive thing for them to do. And if they can get any sort of funding for it, it's obviously going to help free up those funds for something else. So I highly recommend reading it all and essentially summarize the solution to the problem. So build a second layer solution to their DApp that allows users to access yield generated from the swapping of tokens to the DEX. Users stake their token and are distributed fees accrued from the DEX. So again, I think the key here is they've got a great team, a great idea, a great concept, a very good white paper, but of course everything needs money. And I have no doubt that Vyfi has got money. Obviously they've been raising money, the NFT sales, etc. But you can never have too much money when you've got a startup and when you're trying to do something. So they have asked for quite a bit of money, $1.6 million and some change to be exact. But again, guys, the cost of making these things happen, I don't think people quite understand like how much goes into these projects and exactly what they need. So have a read of it, you know, what problem they're addressing, how they're going to solve it. You know, I'm a huge fan of the bar and the whole concept, and this is really what drew me to Vyfi back in the day. This is very, very detailed, so I highly recommend, if you're a fan of this project, read up on it, vote. You know, it's very important to obviously, you know, vote on it. There's, you know, some great answers from Vyfi in the there's some great answers by Vyfi in the comments of people, you know, saying you've asked for too much, or it's too much money, or, you know, why don't you have the money to do this? So I think just keep an eye on that, because I think it's, you know, it's good that they're answering questions. I think that it shows that, you know, they are paying attention to what the community is saying. And like I said, they're definitely not broke, so please do not stress. And lucky last, on the last day of August, a new vault launched. Users can earn Herb from the Ada Buds NFT on the Vyfi platform. I dare say that's got something to do with weed. I'm not going to go too much into it. I think it's a very new project, not a lot of followers as of yet. But, you know, Vyfi does their due diligence, and I do trust majority of the projects that they put on their platform. But as always, do your own research, choose what you do with your tokens wisely. Now, guys, that wraps up the August update. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Leave me a comment about Vyfi. What are you guys thinking? Have you read the Catalyst proposal? I think this is the biggest thing, you know, to happen, you know, probably this year for Vyfi. So if you haven't already, guys, please, please, please give it a read, vote, you know, share it around, comment, show your support for Vyfi. And as always, guys, watch this space.